Another day, another session without my neck brace. And to be honest, it's feeling so much better. And I thank God for really facilitating the healing process. I've been taking it off for certain times, putting it back on, of course, for most of the time. I believe this is probably the first day that I've taken it off for more than an hour. And it actually feels pretty good. I mean, I'm still a little bit stiff in the neck, but that's to be expected. I'm not going to try to tax it. I'm not trying to carry things that will use the muscles in my neck. So I'm trying to always protect my neck so that I don't get a relapse of whatever it is. And so I thank God. I thank God for what he's done. I mean, I didn't quite know at the beginning about how bad my neck was. But I'm glad that the Lord allowed me to see so I can make sure that it's taken care of. And a little impatient, I must admit, because who wants to be in a neck brace? I see when people are there. It's not the easiest thing to do, but it is doable. And it's not as though it's a trap for me or anything like that. It's like a security blanket of sorts that when I feel a little bit sore, I put it on. And of course, it has its own issues, like it's being stiff. But at the same time, I know that the support given to me by the neck brace helps my muscles to rest. And I think that's what it is. It helps your muscles to rest and not be irritated by further movement that could either tear the muscle or do other things or tear itself from the bone or whatever. And that's okay. So I can look forward to essentially over the next week or so, maybe next week will be the last of my sessions that I have to have some caregivers over. I can take over myself. And gotta think about it too. They're only here for 8 hours. 4 hours in the morning, 4 hours in the evening. All other times, she's my responsibility. If you just give me a second. Okay. Just that my son was here and didn't want to have him go off. Let me do that. I see what was going on. He was just getting something to eat, and he got something. So that's good, and that's okay. He's been a help during this whole ordeal. He's wanted to make sure I stayed in my brace for as long as I could, make sure I didn't carry anything, make sure I was taken care of. In fact, the times where I had to leave for a while, he was the one in charge of Sister Heyman, because it was pretty daunting for him. But I do appreciate the willingness to be able to help. So I have no problems with him at all, as well as my sister-in-law, Sister Melody, who, when she's not taking care of Mom and not working herself, kind of jumps in to helps me a little bit to go over the rough times. But it's beginning to be coming to a point is where it feels as that I can actually take care of Sister Heyman in the most part by myself. I must admit today I was very sleepy. I actually slept in for a good part of the morning, even towards noon. The caretaker, or the caregiver, I'm saying, caretaker, caregiver. The caregiver made sure that she was taken care of. And I trust them. I've had some good caregivers. They watch over her. They also see what I need. Again, I'm not I've had to learn to humble myself, I guess. that, but then again, I don't feel like it's humility. I feel like I don't want to demand things of other people that here, you wash my dishes. Here, you take my stuff. Here, you do this. I've always felt like that should be something I should do because I don't want others to wait on me hand and foot. I just feel that's not for me to deserve. And maybe that's the key to this whole thing. I know once I stop this, it'll definitely cause my bank account to get better. Oh my goodness. But the Lord has blessed me to do what I need to do in order to make sure that things get done. And I have to trust Him. And so I do. But as far as my health is concerned, it's getting better. I'm able to do some shaving now. Of course, probably need shaving for the next day or two. Then I'll probably end up cutting this off too, because this is getting to be a bit unwieldy. But maybe one more week, and hopefully I'll be able to go to services. Got to see how about bringing Sister Heyman along and how she's doing. She's actually doing pretty well. So, and I know it's like a repeat of something, but she will, if she grabs onto a particular phrase, she'll use it. Like the caregiver came in this morning, and she knew I didn't actually feed Sister Heyman at the time because he comes in from 8 to 12, and so the caregiver would say, "I'm hungry. I need some food," and so Sister Heyman, she actually repeated it. "I'm hungry. I need some food." And then as I was ordering the food, she would say again, "I'm hungry. I need some food." And it wasn't really like it was kind of a playful type of thing, but something that I knew she was hungry, and I wanted to make sure she got whatever she needed, and so she ate the food. I went ahead and I got the food. When I left, she was smiling because she maybe figured out that I understood what she needed. And then when I came back, she was pretty happy with it. The medicine was already given to her, and that was good. I needed someone that were able to give her medicine even if I'm not there, and that person did, and that was good. So if I probably would miss that most of all about the caregiving that I've received. That it's one less burden that I have, but I'm not thinking about it as much of a burden as I am just that it helps. It's never a burden to watch over my own wife. It's not a burden to clean her. It's not a burden to feed her. It's not a burden to give her medicine. I must admit, sometimes when she would get up and she would call out, that may be a little bit, but then again, I've learned to deal with that as well. I'm just very fortunate to have her still with me because I don't even want to think right now of the alternative. Of course, there's always that possibility, but Lord pushes me through from day to day. So I do thank each and every one of you for your prayers, because they have ones that have brought me through this. I did not realize how much I needed. Transportation, taken care of for another week or so. But I've also been filling out applications to have others take care. Maybe I'll do that. Instead of having to take her to Dallas myself, I'll have transportation do it if it's for a much cheaper cost. And I have to plan for it, and that's okay. But I can do it, and that's good. So towards the end of 2025, just figuring out things as we go. But know that the Lord is good, and his mercy is everlasting, and his truth endures to all generations. I thank God for his mercy. I thank God for what he has done in this. I understand now, essentially, what it talks about, how the Lord is in charge of everything. Even the bad things, there's a lesson in it. The things that we don't want to go through, there are things that we must learn, that we must hold on to. And I think if we get into that with that frame of mind, you may not feel so as you're going through, and that's understandable. All you feel is pain, all you feel is hurt, maybe you feel isolation, maybe you feel that no one really knows what you're going through. You feel all those various feelings. But as you look back at it, you probably won't be the strong person that the Lord is molding you to be if you don't go through these things. I'm not saying that you have to purposely get trials thrown your way, because I'd rather be blessed. I'd rather have blessings put through my way. And that would be so wonderful, because that'll give us rest. And then also you realize how much the Lord really loves you, and you can celebrate it. If you have the right motives in it, you're not thinking that you deserve blessings. You're not thinking that you need to get as much as you want. But it's the idea of Jesus giving us what we need when we need it, in the way that we need it. So you begin to appreciate the blessings more. I think that's also one thing that you learn about this. Someone coming in, someone calling in to say, "Praise the Lord, Elder Heyman." Oh, that's beautiful. I love that. They'll say, what can I do to help? Maybe I can't think of anything right now, but I can always come back and be able to explain. As long as it's not putting anyone else out of their way. Because that's what I don't want to do, is put anyone out of their way. But know that people are praying for my wife and I, and for Mother Mitchell as well, and for my son Chris, and for my grandson Titus, and for Sister Renita as well as for Sister Melody. That people are praying for us, that's a wonderful thing, and I thank God for that. For those in the True Vision family, I really want to see you. Too bad I won't be able to see you tonight. I know that you're going to have an excellent dinner. Enjoy yourselves. Eat a little bit for me, as long as it doesn't make you fat. But just know that I really want to be able to see each and every one of you again. I miss you all. You are my family. And I also want to thank my mother. My mother, who I know she's going through right now with my father. And I thank them both, actually. My father's been giving comments on what I've been posting, and he has some rough comments, but I know they're for my good. I'm trying to glean from those. I know that he cares, and I thank him so much for that. Mom, you've always been there. You've always been part of my heart. I don't always talk to you every way that I want to, but you're there. My aunt has been a rock. She's been there ever since Florida. She's been there in one way or another. She made sure that I know I'm not by myself. It was the rest of my family. My big brother Daniel, my older sister Phyllis, Francis, my cutie Francis, my tough girl Lashana, and my youngest Kiana. I love you all. That's my family. And again, I don't want to go and start talking about everyone else, because essentially then I will miss somebody and I will make someone upset, and I don't want to do that. Alfred, Leon, and James, thank you guys so much for offering to help and just for being there. Leon, I want you to keep on doing what you need to do. Do what you need to do, man, because you still have some more life in you. Don't give up. And finally, my cousin Carrie, I know you haven't found a church home yet. Could wait your way over in Reno, but hopefully, what I post sometimes, I know it's not the same as being there, but hopefully it helps. In any case, each and every one of you, I love you all. Take care of yourselves, and you have a wonderful Merry Christmas, if I don't say anything else about myself and my family before that day. And it's good to celebrate the birth of our Lord Jesus Christ, whether he was actually born on that day or not. God knows. Love you all. Take care. And treat each other with love and respect. Take care. God bless.